Do you want to improve your drawing skills from this to this level? Then watch the video completely. Here I am going to share the 10 important tips that has helped me to improve my drawing skills and make this kind of realistic drawings. Hi, I am Lavanya. I am an art educator and art business coach. I help artists in this channel to make a profession out of art by improving their art skills. So if you are somebody who likes to improve your drawing or who wants to make a profession out of art, subscribe right now so that you don't miss out any of the valuable videos I put out in this channel. This was my drawing when I was in school days. Okay, this is how I used to draw. I did not have any drawing teacher back then, and I have made so many portrait drawings when I was in school days. So this is how I used to draw in 2018, but within just a matter of few months, by end of 2018, I could able to draw like this. Can you believe? This I just did in the beginning of 2018, and at the end of 2018 I could able to draw like this. There is something different in this drawing, right, compared to this. Okay, so that is what I am going to share in this video. What are those 10 most important things that has helped me to go from this to this level? First and foremost thing that is very important is knowing the right techniques. Yes, so since I am a self-taught artist, throughout the years I was practicing the same mistakes what I was doing before. So that's the reason, even though I was drawing from since childhood, I couldn't able to see much difference in my drawings. They were all looking same. But once I started focusing on right techniques, my drawings have started looking like this within just few months. So that's why it is always important to learn the right techniques. Rather than just practicing your old mistakes, try to learn what are the right techniques. You can either learn from YouTube videos, you can either learn from any teacher if you have. Second important thing is practice. Yes, so even though you know theoretically, unless you apply it practically, you don't get to see any difference in your drawing. For that, regular practice is very important. You need to dedicate some time each and every day for your practice. If not 1 hour or 2 hours of practice, at least you try to practice 20 minutes a day. 20 minutes to 30 minutes a day. Like within few months, you can able to see the visible difference in your drawings. Here is my third tip. You need to focus on right things. Yes, there are a lot of distractions, including there are different types of mediums are available, different types of art supplies are available. I have seen this happen with many beginner artists. They start focusing on what the famous artist is using, what pencils they are using or what paper they are using, and they switch from one medium to another medium very quickly. I don't suggest this. So if you are a beginner, you have to get better at sketching first. Okay, so first you need to learn the drawing fundamentals. Until you know this gray tone medium, it would be difficult for you to get that perfection in any other medium. If you learn this pencil medium, it would be very easy for you to learn any other medium. So always focus on drawing fundamentals. My fourth important tip is create depth in your drawing. I know it is very scary for a lot of beginner artists. Even that used to happen with me as well. I was not creating depth. I was very hesitant to go dark in my drawings. So this is how my drawings used to look. It is not at all dark. I did not create any depth in these drawings. See, if you need to create depth in your drawings, don't hesitate to make the details as dark it has to be. Okay, you can see this portion is completely dark, and you can see everywhere in this drawing I have created the depth, isn't it? Okay, if I was not done this as dark as it is, you couldn't have seen the depth. Okay, you can see this in all of my drawings. You can see this depth in these drawings, right? So this is very important. So this depends on the tonal values, what kind of tonal values you are creating. Study the tonal values in your reference photo and try to represent the same thing in your drawing as well. Here is my fifth tip: avoid harsh outlines. Yes, this is very important. If you want to create a realistic look in your drawings, you always have to avoid this kind of harsh outlines. You can see you are just seeing the harsh outlines in this drawing. Okay, so this is not at all recommended in realistic drawings. Okay, rather you create smooth blending in each and every area. Here you don't get to see that kind of harsh outlines, isn't it? There is smooth blending in each and every place. So that's why this drawing looks more realistic compared to this. Sixth tip is study other artists' work. Yes, if you are a self-taught artist, if you are not learned from any fine arts college, this is very important. You need to study other artists' work to understand what has to be done. You don't have to get confused with everybody. When you are studying other artists, you choose somebody whose style you resonate with. Okay, if you are somebody who is more interested in realistic work, study the realistic work. If you are more interested in pencil portraits, study pencil portrait works. If you are interested in landscapes, study that. Okay, focus on one thing at a time and see how they are creating their work, what kind of techniques or methods they are using. Nowadays there are a lot of tutorials available online, so make use of them and start implementing what you like in your drawing. Until unless you implement, you don't get to see any difference in your drawings. Seventh tip: observation is the key. Yes, you have heard it right. If you are especially into realism or realistic drawing, it all depends on observation. You can only draw or paint what you are able to see. If you are not able to see it clearly, definitely you will miss out that in your drawings. So for that, you need to spend some time in observing in real life. Okay, the reference photo. Even when you are drawing as well, you need to study the reference photo. You always have to keep observing your reference photo. If you are drawing from life, definitely you will observe. But even when you are drawing from photo as well, you need to follow this. Eighth tip is get a mentor. Yes, if you can afford to join any art classes, that is going to be the best way for you to improve your work. However, when you are selecting a mentor as well, you need to be specific about what kind of result you want to get in your drawing. Because I have seen this happen a lot. Many art teachers or art educators, they think that whatever they are doing, that is the best, and whatever the other people are doing, that is completely trash. I see that the people who are into creative art or just pouring art or these kind of things, they criticize people who are doing realism art. They say that this is not art at all. And the people who are into realism art, they criticize the other artists who are into abstract art or creative art. Okay, so that's why you be specific what kind of output you have to create in your work and choose your mentor accordingly. Do not get confused. According to me, there is nothing wrong. Whatever you love to create, you can go with that. Only thing is you focus on what you love, okay, and choose the mentor accordingly. My ninth tip is avoid shortcuts. If you want to improve your drawing skills and if you want to see the stability in your drawing practice, definitely don't go for shortcuts. When it comes to shortcuts, I have seen many artists doing this. They just take a printout of the original work and they start drawing or painting on that, and they say that this is my work. Okay, don't ever do these kind of things. Okay, you are not improving your drawing skills, and the audience who are watching your work, they comes to know that you are losing the respect. I have seen this in real life. I have done one group exhibition. My fellow artist itself has done these kind of things. They have just taken a printout of one artist and they just did some brush strokes on the printout. That was easily recognizable. We could able to see that this is a copy work. Okay, so do not do that. There is nothing wrong in taking inspiration and trying to do it with your own efforts, but taking the printout and just adding some brush strokes on that, this is not your work. Don't do that. To improve your work, definitely it takes time. You need to have that patience. Okay, nothing is going to happen overnight. You need to put that kind of efforts. Do not ever believe if somebody is telling you that you can achieve this kind of results within just matter of 1 week or 2 weeks. Okay, that is not going to happen. Maybe in presence of them you might be able to do something, okay, with their instructions, but the aim is even after course completion also you should be able to do what you were doing in those classes, right? So that is your aim. So keep that clear. Don't ever fall for these kind of things. This is the most important thing. 10th important tip, that is make a schedule for your practice. I understand you might be having your family responsibilities or you even have a full-time job, but dedicating some time for your drawing practice is very important. When I started practicing, even I was working in a full-time job. I had to take care of all the house responsibilities, including cooking, cleaning and everything. But before going to sleep, I started drawing at least 1.5 hours every day. Now that has become my full-time profession. I was able to quit my job and now I am a full-time artist and teaching all over the globe. So if you want to see some significant result in your life, you have to make time for it. That is not just going to happen like that. Okay, so please make time for your drawing practice and don't think that like once I get done everything, if I find time I'll draw. No, that is not going to happen. You cut out the unnecessary things where you are spending time. Maybe it is just watching something on like Netflix or just going out randomly. These kind of things you can get cut down and focus on your drawing practice. That will give you immense results if you do it regularly. And if you are somebody who would like to learn realistic drawing, whether it can be color pencil drawing or graphite or charcoal drawing, I teach in depth in my online art classes. My online art classes are structured according to different age groups and different skill levels. So you can get to learn exactly what you want within specific time period. If you are interested, make sure you contact me on this number, and I have also added my website link below. So please go check it out. I'll see you in the next video. If you find this video to be useful, please share with your fellow artist friend and check my portrait drawing tutorial here.